Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Wilson's Seahawks going up against Ryan's Falcons. With that, let's get you over to the Georgia Dome in Atlanta. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. From the home of the Falcons since 1992, there's a look inside the Georgia Dome, just on the outskirts of downtown Atlanta. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. Hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And you know, Charles, as Larry pointed out in the open, got a couple of great quarterbacks set to square off here this afternoon. That ball's probably going to be flying all over the place, isn't it?
Oh, without a doubt. And the game has never been more quarterback-centric than it is now. And both of these teams have top-flight signal callers.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out comes Seattle, led by Russell Wilson. No knee brace. He shed that in the wild card round, the one that he'd been wearing the whole regular season. He looked pretty good doing it. 224 yards, 2 touchdown passes.
The offense runs through him now. But once he got some help from Thomas Rawls back at running back, now things really loosened up for Russell Wilson. He is turning into the consummate leader and playmaker for the Seattle Seahawks. How about that? His 8th playoff win as a starting quarterback. I believe that's one more than the Lions have had in their entire franchise history.
It is. A little low blow, but that is a fact. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's the offense. Certainly some threats on this offense, and one of them that they target is Doug Baldwin.
Not only does he do a nice job catching the ball downfield, he's also a tremendous blocker that helps unleash the running game.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you're
almost had you, Russell Wilson. Almost had you.
You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They run with a power back.
Oh, yes, I got him. We got him in the backfield, baby.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Good stop.
Sometimes we hear from coaches, get north and south as a runner, especially in short yardage situations. I'd say 3rd and 1 counts. That didn't happen there.
Instead, they went backwards. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. Back deep for the Falcons is Eric Weems. This will be fielded at the 17. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. And the man under center for these Atlanta Falcons on offense, Matt Ryan, who might be the front runner to take home the MVP trophy. And with these numbers, it's hard to argue. Just under 5,000 yards. 38 touchdowns and just 7 interceptions.
But the numbers that I know Matt's focused on, that he's not going to talk to us about, is trying to win games in the playoffs. He's got 1 win so far in his career. He wants big numbers this time, and he's got a chance at home against Seattle and Russell Wilson.
That's caught over the middle. Hooper. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And yes, he found Toilolo. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Come on, man. We got to get something going on the ground here.
Again, they'll run with Freeman.
Nothing.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2.
I don't know what it is with the run game, but they've completely nerfed it. They've nerfed it in this game.
3rd and 10.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Ryan, and the hit jarred it loose.
Come on, man, get it over to him.
Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36.
Oh, my God, man. This is so ridiculous.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would
the ball popped up right to my offensive lineman.
There are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
All right.
The Seahawks offense
one of these games
to
again.
Go back to work. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. In the slot on the right is Graham. On second down, Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Here's Wilson to throw.
Come on.
Time. And incomplete. The contact made the ball.
My guys will not get off of the offensive line.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. He gets this one away, and, boy, it's another boomer. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it,
that's the kind of run I want to see out of you.
I feel pretty good about it. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense. They affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. It's a
nice catch.
Pick up and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Surveying the field. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football.
Oh, man.
If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. 7 yards remaining here on 3rd down.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be good.
Get away from him.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back.
God damn it. God damn it. I have Julio Jones down the field, and I press the button, and as soon as I press the button, I get tackled. Rebel.
Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
He's burned. He's burned. And the safety even came up too. He's burned.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on
Son of a bitch.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
On the return, Hester. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawks football 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was 0 space. No gain.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's got Curse.
What was that?
31 on 3rd
what kind
down.
of defense?
There will always be a place for
what kind of defensive play was that?
Downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of
You're not even close to it, man.
Balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out here in the eye. First down, this is Rawls. And he is going
to put him on his ass. There you go.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So we've reached the end of a fairly even first quarter of play. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. We're back to Atlanta in just a moment. This is the NFL, and you're watching EA Sports.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. Graham slotted out to the left. They stay on the ground. Rawls again.
Come on, tackle him.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might a smaller, lighter lineup.
Oh, man, you stand him up behind the line and you don't put him down.
Being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up.
Oh, man.
They've got a chance at a first down.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That is caught.
Nice tackle.
5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tanner McAvoy, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack. And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now Ryan on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. Charles, switching gears as we glance at the NFL playoff picture and what's left. You got the Blue Bloods remaining. This decade, New England has been in the divisional round all 7 years. Seattle and Green Bay now 6 of the 7. That's consistency.
That it is, and that means in the divisional round, you have teams like Houston and Atlanta that are really trying to crash the party. Neither one of them has been to a Super Bowl yet.
Yeah, we'll see if they can get that done. Should be an interesting weekend of football. Now Ryan finding Gabriel complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from.
Come on, man. Get up the field.
There, able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
I don't like it.
On first down, Ryan. Oh, he got position.
Oh, man.
Pulls it in. Give him 18 on that one. And the Falcons.
Hell of a snag.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. 10 yards still left on second down, so nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And this seemingly endless drive continues.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because it might wander into some tough coverage.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
Oh, yeah, but we got to make points out of this drive. That's the key.
Demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now. But you make your own defense.
I cannot run. I can't run.
On the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
No gain on the play there.
Man, this is aggravating.
Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line.
Like, nobody's pushing anybody off the line at all.
Quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Flush to his right. And he'll
got it.
Into the
boom.
Zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu, a 5-yard touchdown. Well, the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he had time there. I mean, you give any quarterback that length of time, he'll make you pay.
It just puts way too much stress on guys trying to cover downfield because, as you said, you that much time in the pocket, he can scan the field, find the open person. That's exactly what happened there. And what was the end result again?
Touchdown.
Good scramble by Matt Ryan to Mohamed Sanu.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
All right.
So that drive spans 13 plays, and the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
Great drive.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Great methodical drive.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along.
Yes.
Heavy rush, and down he goes. Deion Jones.
Booyah.
His linebacker spot, he's able to drop it for a loss of about 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down, here's Wilson. He's got time in the pocket. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And that is, I think he caught it. He
no.
did, out of bounds.
Yeah, out of bounds. He flew out of bounds.
Stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Take it at the 37. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive,
baby,
in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
I thought he was going the distance.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. The reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line.
They'll run, but they won't get nothing.
That time, 2nd and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd down, here's Ryan.
Yes.
He is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper from 4 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully.
Why can't my running back come off of tackles like that?
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Poor defensive call.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half.
Oh, no.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out.
Come on, man. Fucking tackle them.
Then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Every time I go for a tackle, he does that stutter step bullshit.
And how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Wilson will throw again. That is caught at the 7. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
Just let them come right down the field and score.
2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Again, Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I can just see how the Seahawks love nothing more than prior to any game if someone questions Doug Baldwin and his skills.
Because that chip on his shoulder.
Chip? You talk about Boulder, all right?
No.
Remember, undrafted out of Stanford.
Get him. Yes.
Receivers in the league, and I don't think he wears that number 89 by accident.
All right, now they have no choice but to throw the ball.
And now in playmaking ability.
And 104 yards and a touchdown in that wild card game to prove it. On 3rd and goal, Wilson.
Yes!
Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice force into a field goal. Nice.
Creates diamonds,
nice
right?
stop.
But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And Hauschka's kick is good.
All right, so we got 45 seconds here. Let's see what we can do here.
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside.
Just don't
the 5,
turn over the ball.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there.
Throw it away.
That can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. All right, we've got a minute here, partner. How about the matchups in the NFC Divisional round? Seattle at Atlanta, a rematch of a game they played earlier this year that many thought Atlanta outplayed Seattle and should have won the ball game. And then go on to Green Bay, Dallas.
See if we can at least get those 3 points back.
That's the 8th time that they will be meeting in the playoffs. Cowboys won it earlier this year in Green Bay, Week 6. Also, Falcons and Seahawks, that's a rematch of the 2013 Divisional round.
I mean, I love those matchups. And remember, Dallas going to Green Bay earlier this year really heralded the fact that Dak Prescott had taken over the Cowboys team.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Come on, Gabriel, get in fucking position.
Tempo. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle.
Fuck. That took way too much time and with little reward.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
We're going to make shit happen on this play.
Ryan will throw again. And that is incomplete.
All right, we've got one more play in us.
Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And now on 3rd
we got another
down,
chance here.
Get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Shit.
I know for us it's fun.
Oh, hell, you might as well just go for the fucking Hail Mary at this point.
And we're got training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
Finding time.
Oh, God, you threw it completely out of the end zone.
And it is incomplete. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Clean way out of the end zone.
And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Falcons right now are doing a good job protecting their house. The Seahawks know it's always hard to come in and get a win on the road, but they're not out of this one yet. All right, let's roll those highlights. Midway through the first quarter, Jones will make a catch coming across the middle, and he'll end up at the 25-yard line before being tackled. A fumble later on the drive would lead to a turnover. Seahawks have it near the end of one. Wilson's got his mark near the sideline, and the pass and catch will end up going for 31 yards. Seahawks later on the drive, the catch is made after a quick pass. It ends up working for a touchdown. They'll take the early advantage. Falcons take it at the 6. We get a scramble and completion here, and he cap off the long drive with a touchdown. Now 1st and 10, we're tied back up at 7. The pass is completed. It's a tight coverage. Falcons still on the field. Hooper is found on the quick pass, and after the short pass, he'll score. That takes the lead up to 7. And with that, we'll head back to Atlanta, where Brandon and Charles are on the call.
All right, Larry, thank you. A fairly tight game here as we get set to resume play in
return
the
this
second
one.
half. Here's Eric Weems now on the return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
That happens way too frickin' much.
Fumble, but now they face a 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. On 3rd down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper.
Yeah, run backwards. That's smart.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Hester. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the offense.
Poor starting drive for the second half. Very bad. Very bad.
Look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge.
Stuff that run. Stuff that run.
Was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room.
Stuff that run.
And I think we would see up on the grease.
Oh.
Stop them.
And that's caught inside the 30.
What kind of glitchy shit was that?
Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 68 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there.
Look at that. Look at that glitch.
You know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it?
That was terrible. That was terrible.
And it worked really well for them.
Hauschka now to send this one away following
terrible and cheap.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading back onto the field, here's a look at Devontae Freeman now. He is fully awake now. If he didn't get off to the start that he normally does, they've got his attention. He's running it well.
You think they set off the alarm clock at the half? You think that's what went down? I know this, having played on the defensive side of the ball, if you do a really good job against a great runner, and you...
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shea.
What did I do to deserve this?
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
I was there. I was there to catch it, and he didn't catch it.
onto the field.
He popped it up in the fucking air.
Pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Two receivers left, one to the right. Now Wilson on second down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it's 3rd and 4. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Deion Jones.
Come on, boys.
Get him his second sack now.
Come on, boys.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper in the territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And on the tackle, Jonathan Babineau.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On third down, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown.
Every time I go to man-to-man, they just get beat.
Jimmy Graham.
Beat like dogs.
Touchdown grab. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And this one through the uprights and good. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
To throw is Ryan. And this one brought in by Sanu. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make
the defender just do short little plays,
and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender.
Okay, you've got one-on-one on Julio Jones on the outside here. Come on, baby, got him!
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. 57 yards, and the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers.
Beautiful play, beautiful.
He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to
that's the way to get back in the game, baby.
For the rest of the receivers on the team.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down.
Oh.
You're set up very well for the rest of the drive. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it. A sigh of relief.
Tackle him, tackle him. You didn't.
Harmlessly to the ground.
Fuck!
9 yards on the
Oh, I had him. I had him.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive
God.
the screen pass was available.
Just tackle him.
Heavy pressure towards your quarterback. That's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down. Now a play fake here on first down.
I just barely tripped him.
That's really going to set him back for second down.
That was kind of a funny sack. I got him by the pinky toe.
Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson.
Oh, come on, man. You're right there. Just intercept it, Alfred. Just intercept it.
We're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering what's going to go good or bad for your team.
Yeah, put him down. There you go.
The completion good for only 6,
all right.
And that'll bring up 4th. That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. He'll look to set up his blockers. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here. When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital.
Come on, 51.
Punch in the end zone again.
Keep your block, 51.
What they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working. And what about the defense? Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves. We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And he went in route there from the slot.
Look at this. They're all spaced out right when I'm going to do a streak.
It's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route. That's a good play.
The running just feels so swimmy. I don't know. I can't hit holes like I want to.
For the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
All right.
Give him 6 on the screen.
Pretty far there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still,
this is a mistake. This is a mistake. This is a mistake.
Devontae Freeman. And he will have the
first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They run. Devontae Freeman.
All I want you to do is make a cut up the field into the hole. I don't want you stopping up.
You're now doing the dictating.
That's stupid.
And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Oh! I got past him.
And all the way down to the 5.
Yeah, baby.
Big time play there for the Falcons.
Good way to end the quarter. Here we go.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From the gun, it's Ryan. Buying time to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd.
Exactly what I didn't want to do. Exactly what I didn't want to do.
And heading back out there.
Unbelievable.
They did their job last go-around, forced the punt. Hoping for more of that here.
They got off the field. That's exactly what they wanted to accomplish. Get off the field, turn the ball over to their offense,
Jesus Christ.
kick back, and enjoy a little bit of water and rest before they have to go back out there again.
Back out there now.
God almighty.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. And in this situation with a lead,
you wonder why I have high blood pressure.
Ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come out here in the eye. The busy afternoon continues for
guys. What is so hard about getting through the line and tackling him? You're right there. He just runs past you. I don't get it.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead.
I have the right defensive call.
You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels. Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On first down, pro size.
Thank you. Somebody go off their block.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Wilson. He's got time. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So ways to go here on 3rd and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson.
Please tackle him. Please tackle him.
Call it a 3-yard gain.
First guy can never put him down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
Well, we were down here before.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Let's go.
Fielded at the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
We need to start thinking about Julio Jones. How we want to use Julio Jones here.
We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
There you go.
Yeah, I think that.
That's the way you use Julio Jones.
But He also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And it pops free. The collision.
How does it land on his fucking back?
Brings up second down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again.
Ah!
And he'll be hit from
Nothing is open.
down. Cliff Averill in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Big sack on second. The offense needs to
This is not going to go anywhere.
They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right.
Yeah, it's just going to go to them. Somebody want to tackle him.
Pro Bowl quarterback Richard Sherman, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. That'll bring up second down.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Wilson now to throw on third down. He's got Curse. And he's taken down at the 43. But
how can you be that far away from your receiver when it's like right up next to the line?
Going to leave a mark because they really needed to.
God almighty.
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise,
thank you.
Probably get away from them.
Thank you for. I thought that was 45 that did that.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Screen, baby. Oh, we sniffed it out. Woo! All right. Blitz. Cushion.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get...
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. That'll help with field position, I think.
Here's John Ryan now.
Okay, you got to be thinking about, you know, this might be one of your last times having the football.
What could the offense have done?
We gotta roll right now. We gotta roll.
That you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean, but in that case that didn't happen. Zero accountability and a sack resulted.
And time now for the Seahawks defense to take their spots again on the field. Certainly got something to build off of. They had the interception last time out.
And now they have to just make sure they're cognizant of not trying too hard for interceptions. Once you
get
one,
nice thread of the needle there, but
to try and get another one, now you got to be careful of double moves, different things like that against them. But they like the momentum that they've begun to build.
We'll see if they can keep that momentum going. They go play action here on first down, surveying the field. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I really just don't have time.
Getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
God,
sometimes I watch
damn it.
and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Third down now following the completed pass. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And that is in.
Why can you not win one of those battles?
We know it's not
Why?
easy to catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here.
All right, boys.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front.
I don't think we want to use our timeouts yet.
Guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still 7 down.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Following the penalty, it's Rawls. And nothing doing.
All right, now
He's
take your timeout.
Taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Wilson.
Oh, nice! Oh, that's huge! That's huge!
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Oh, baby! Okay. Don't mess this up.
Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up.
Yes.
But you've avoided a mistake.
All right. Just don't turn the ball over. You can at least tie the game.
You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away and they're set to go on the
You don't have to take any risks.
Sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
If it ain't open, then don't take it.
He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A good pickup there.
Right.
8 yards on the first down.
We can even run the ball if we want to. We can run the ball.
Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get
run
through
the
the
ball.
body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands so they can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really
why do you come back across the fucking line?
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. If you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally, and as we both
Whatever,
know,
we tied the game.
Condensed. There's just not a lot of space, so you've got to create some.
Oh, I don't know why he has to come back to the football like that. He was fine. He was fine where he was.
That one didn't work.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called
All
the
right.
entire game. He's over there.
We tied the game up. That's cool. We need to make a big stop here.
He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
They start on the ground with Rawls.
Tackle him.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Wilson. It's caught on the left side.
No. You can't let them have that. You can't let them do that.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Wilson to throw. Going to Rawls on the dump-off. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now it's Wilson.
Unbelievable. You just let him wide open. You have to fucking take time out now. Well, you've already lost, actually. It's over. You lost. You don't even have enough timeouts to stop the clock at this point. It's over. You lost. You lost again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here.
I mean, all you can do is take timeouts and maybe get a fumble. Maybe.
Defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They come up in an offset eye. They go again with Rawls. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter.
Yep, that's it. Game. That'll do her.
Whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
That's
and his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know.
We almost had it, guys.
And this guy's
I don't know. I can't win on these settings.
Well, this one, partner, was
having troubles, big troubles in Madden lately.
Right before the whistle.
Very frustrating.
Kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won.
A lot of missed opportunities too. That interception in the red zone cost me.
That you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
I mean, we're definitely getting closer, but I'm not winning games. Nonetheless, I'd say it was probably a pretty good game to witness anyway. Yeah, this is game day. Atlanta, Seattle. Who's going to actually win our real matchup? We're going to find out Saturday.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan.
Yeah, we'll see you next time here on Downtown Network. Enjoy the game.
Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.
Before I go, though, let's go ahead and check out the stats here. 3 interceptions. Jesus. 32 of 45. So, I mean, we had a better completion percentage than Russell Wilson, actually. 409 yards. That is nothing to sneeze at. 3 touchdowns. We don't have a running game. I never have a running game anymore. 18 attempts for 49 yards with Freeman. 23 attempts for 82 yards for Rawls. Julio Jones had a good game, as did Austin Hooper, the tight end. Doug Baldwin, 3 receptions for 90 yards. Curse, 84 yards on 5 receptions. Yeah.